Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christy with Ahn Co. It's Thursday, October 11th. So we made it through that dreaded USDA crop report. There was nothing really friendly about this report, but it was not as negative as people were expecting. And with that, you saw a bounce into corn and soybeans out of the report. So what they ended up doing was actually decreasing corn yield when most of the time they were expecting about a half bushel increase here. And so that's where you found a little bit of a friendly atmosphere, if you really want to call it that. You still saw an increase in ending stocks for US for corn. And then over to the bean market, they increased it here to 53.1. Average estimate was 53.3 bushel per acre. So that came in a little bit better than expectations. People were coming into this report very negative. It was a negative report, but not as negative as they were expecting, and that's where you found that support. Not so much the case when you look at the wheat market. Really struggled today as you didn't get any good numbers out of that report or any surprising numbers out of that report. So even the world numbers were a lot bigger than expectations when you look at that. And so it was a negative report, but you were able to find some support after a couple days of weakness here. You also did have the White House confirm that President Trump is scheduled to meet with China's president at the end of November at a summit that they will both be at in Buenos Aires. And so that is the biggest question, is are you going to see some talks out of that? That could have been why you were able to see soybeans keep the support from early trade, but that is on the docket, and we'll see if anything changes there. Over the meat markets, it followed trend with stock markets. Cash trade came in actually a little bit slightly lower than last week. That wasn't expected, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Really, stock markets are affecting cattle the most right now. Big swings in those outsides. We saw the Dow down over 800 points here yesterday, down 400 not that long ago, back up to just 200 lower, traded a little bit positive. Crude oil down 250. There's a lot of concerns in the economy right now that trade war could cause some problems, and you'd see raising interest rates might cause some problems as well. We have a very strong economy right now, and we're just worried that might throw it off a little bit, and that's where you see some uncertainty in those outside markets. Moving forward, what we're going to be watching is all eyes will be on weather forecasts to make sure that they remain dry. They are dry right now, but cold, so it's going to take a while before we hear a whole lot of harvest progress across the entire corn belt. I do have to close with a disclaimer. Trading in futures and options involves risk loss, may not be suitable for all producers. Have a great day.